At 8:45 a.m. on September 11, 2001, our nation was attacked by terrorists. On that same day, George W. Bush addressed our nation from the Oval Office in Washington, D.C. regarding these attacks. This speech is known as the 9/11 address. It was a very empowering and hope-filled speech. Quote, "Terrorist attacks can shake the foundation of our buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shattered steel, but they cannot dent the steel of America." First, let's look at George W. Bush's early life. George W. Bush was born on July 4th, 1946, to Barbara and George H. W. Bush, our 41st president. He attended Yale and Harvard and was also in the National Guard. He married Laura Welch Bush and has two twin daughters, Barbara and Jenna. Second, it is important to note his accomplishments. He was governor of Texas from 1995 to 2000, and then on January 20th, 2001, he was sworn into office as our 43rd president. Throughout his career, he has presented many public speeches, such as his inauguration speech, his 9/11 address, and his farewell speech. Finally, I would like to focus on one of many speeches that George W. Bush presented, his 9/11 address to the nation. New York Times Magazine, September 11th by numbers, reported over 3,000 deaths from the Twin Tower attack. In his speech, he brings hope and empowerment to the nation regarding these attacks. He brings a feeling of security also. He had a great structure and presentation to his speech. He had a beginning, middle, and end. It kept mine as well as everybody else's in the nation's attention. In my opinion, it's one of the best speeches that he's ever presented. In conclusion, throughout his whole life, he has been preparing and addressing people through public speaking. From attending Harvard and Yale to being the governor of Texas, and then finally being our president of the United States. Yet one of my favorite speeches that he's ever presented would have to be his 9/11 address to the nation.